Report. Robbers using MK brand to rob Ugandans and intimidate police officers. MulengeraNews.com, by Mulengera, November 20, 2023 at 2:09 p.m. by Mulengera Reporters. In what must make everyone with a conscience feel intrigued and worried, state-owned New Vision this Monday the 20th of November has published a cover-page story indicating growing cases of heavily armed robbers wrapping their criminal mission vehicles with posters and logos of MK movement to effect their mischief. Authored by Simon Masaba, the New Vision story was sparked by a recent robbery at the Tanzania-Ugandan border town of Mutukula, during which a group of police bosses and other accomplices, at gunpoint, robbed $350,000, roughly SH's 1.3 billion, from money changers. There is a lot of money changing transactions at the border as traders and business people cross the border to facilitate trade. The New Vision quotes a fan, Claire Nabaka, who deputizes National Police spokesperson Fred Enenga, as revealing that, overall, the robbery was coordinated by Namango Police Station OC Sid Boss Asp James Katana, who traveled 500 km away from his duty station to go and effect the robbery at Mutukula on the night of Tuesday the 19th of September. That James Katana has since been arrested and will soon be arraigned in court along with other accomplices, namely Jesfat Nuwagaba aka Jose, Richard Kayomuhendo alias Ricky, and Moses Lubega. Some of these are still on the run but will certainly be harvested sooner than later. The state-owned newspaper makes reference to several other robberies that were previously orchestrated by UPDF soldiers and police commanders working with other accomplices. These include the March 2023 incident, which saw several police and UPDF officers apprehended for participating in and facilitating criminal gangs that have been terrorizing Ugandan citizens whose security they are supposed to ensure. The perpetrators included UPDF's Rogers Alabuza, John Anthony Nabinoli, Private Patrick Amanda, John Stephen Opio, and Sadat Taigetula. Yet that isn't all. The news report also refers to the 2020 incident, which had Marine police officers hijacking, compromising and using the police fireboat No. Up 086 to facilitate movement of stolen goods through Lake Victoria. The perpetrators, who have since been apprehended, included Christopher Kaibogola, Amos Odom, Peter Olobo and David Mungoma, all of whom were attached to Kasenyi-based Marine unit. Much earlier on in 2017, another group of 7 police lower-level commanders and leaders were implicated in aggravated robbery in Wakizo, and they included Asp Tony Ogwong, Asp Agnes Ekwenya, Sergeant Margaret Adaru and Corporals Eunice Kyanda, John Mark Omukaga, Ibrahim Teniwa and Safik Kihumbi. The state newspaper has this Monday morning published phone numbers of the police's Professional Standards Unit, PSU, on which aggrieved Ugandans should ring to report rogue-minded police officers and men for immediate apprehension. The lines include 0800-300-119 and 0800-199-199, toll-free 0757711031, 0757711996, 0757711887, 0757711622, 0757711864 and 0757711183. Whereas Enenga is expected to use this Monday's weekly police press conference to talk more about the Mutukula robbery, the New Vision news report, quoting the police spokesperson, reveals that preliminary police investigations indicate that the suspects, using a Toyota Hiace meticulously wrapped with posters branded MK, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, to conceal their identity, successfully executed the robbery on September 19 when they intercepted the cash from the money changers who operated in Mutukula at the Uganda-Tanzanian border in Kyotera district. This name-dropping of big people is one trick crooks and criminal-minded actors have used in Uganda for years to commit, for instance, traffic or even robbery offenses, as we now know, while using vehicles branded with posters of big people or even NRM colors and logos, in the hope that the same can scare police not to dare stand in their way in enforcement of the law. The best thing the MK movement leadership ought to do, to mitigate this impending reputational damage, is to come out and issue public notices unequivocally distancing themselves from such wrongdoers and criminal enterprises. The same risks making them misunderstood and thereby risking their hard-earned reputation, which everyone or entity must guard jealously in this era of social media propaganda and misinformation.